Now, here's an important conversation. The slow down, move over law is in effect for emergency vehicles and tow trucks across Atlantic Canadian provinces, but roughly half of Atlantic Canadians don't know about it. Here to tell us more about the law and why it's so important is Julia Kent from our partners at CAA Atlantic. Good morning, Julia. Great to have you in.
Good morning, Crystal.
So this is a really important conversation, especially heading into a long weekend when a lot of people are going to be traveling. What exactly is the law?
So the law, generally, it varies a little bit province to province, and every province in Canada has a law. But it is when you see a vehicle stopped on the side of the road, an emergency vehicle, so police, fire, ambulance, or a tow truck, with their lights flashing, to slow down to half the posted speed limit and move to the left-hand lane when safe to do so or possible to do so.
Interesting. To be honest, I knew about the move over. I didn't know about the slow down.
Yeah, so that's the key part that we see people that don't react accordingly. And really it's due to awareness, like you said. Our traffic safety stops show that half of Atlantic Canadians don't actually know about this law, and they don't know what the fines are or how serious it is for roadside workers, their safety. They deserve to go home to their families for supper just like any other worker. It really is, the side of the road is their workplace.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's talk about why this law is in effect. I bet that there's been a lot of unfortunate incidents that led to such legislation.
Absolutely. So on the New Brunswick-Canadian border, we saw a fatality of an RCMP officer some years ago. We also saw a fatality in Saskatchewan, a tow truck driver, a few years ago. And there's provinces that are reacting accordingly. There's a 5-year pilot going on in Alberta where they're allowing dual lights, which studies in AAA, our neighbors to the south, have shown raise more awareness and get the attention of drivers better than just the flashing amber lights, which our tow trucks currently use. So there's different avenues and strategies, but really awareness is what we want to drive home here. We've gone through several iterations trying to invoke change and protect roadside workers, all roadside workers, not just tow truck drivers. But right now, we're really trying to get the word out. And if Atlantic Canadians know, maybe they will slow down and move over.
Well, we're showing video right now. You can see how close the workers are to moving traffic. So if somebody wasn't paying attention, maybe they're slightly distracted for the moment. I mean, I could see how easy a fatality could happen. You're really right in the line of danger.
Yeah, it is probably the most important thing we do, the safety of our emergency roadside workers. And we have body cam footage from other clubs that show these near misses. And we have near misses reported at CAA Atlantic all the time. We've had a driver off for 6 months, injured, hit on the side of the road. So this is real stuff. And we need to understand that the side of the road is their workplace, and they deserve to be protected and to be given space.
All right, for those who respond better to a stick than a carrot, what happens if you don't obey the rules?
There are fines, absolutely. Just like anything else, like distracted driving or seatbelt use or whatever, there's fines that police can invoke and will invoke in every province. So there's penalties there. But really, the fact that you can affect a life should be the deterrent there. Slow down, move over, give them the space. Give the space to anybody stopped on the side of the road, because it's really easy for just a split second of attention to cause an accident.
That's a great point. It's the law for emergency vehicles, but if you see someone stranded, yeah, that's great. Just give them a little bit of space too, because sometimes you have to pull over. You've been in that situation.
Totally. I've got kids. They need to pee.
This is the thing. We've got like maybe 20 seconds left. So for anybody who needs to pull over to the side of the road for, a personal emergency, any advice for them on how to do that as safe as possible?
Our tow truck drivers are specially trained with cones and things to protect themselves and to protect our CAA members or whoever is stopped on the side of the road with them. So there are precautions that they're trained in, but for the general public, it's really good to stay on the other side of your vehicle, away from of traffic. Stay away from that fast traffic and pull off somewhere if you can, because we can't always choose where we pull off. Yep. Pull off somewhere where you're a little bit further away from that traffic that's flying along, especially if it's on the side of a highway.
Well, that's a great rule. Only use the vehicle doors that are on the non-road side of your situation. Well, Julia, we could have saved a life with this conversation today.
I hope so. I hope so.
And we put all the information about CAA Atlantic on our website to make it easy for you to find